Conditioning. I'm here to bring you another One Piece review. Coming off the cusp of a 2-week break, we have ourselves chapter 1128. Excuse me. This week's chapter is titled RPG. Maybe for a few reasons that will become relevant very soon, but basically you got the main 5 from the East Blue continuing on their adventure. And something we got to take note of here is the beautiful cover art that was drawn up by Ichiro Oda. So we got this first one right here, but the second one that is really beautiful to see is this rendition of basically his version of Harry Potter and how the whatchamacallit, the Straw Hats would line up with those classes, I guess you could say, or factions. What are they called? It's just in Harry Potter. It's just the what I'm saying, like the Hufflepuff and all that. Those classes, right? Yeah. Okay. Making sure. Wasn't sure if there was some other term I was missing. But you know, you got Usopp, of course, being Hufflepuff. Zoro being over there, Slytherin. Jinbei being Hufflepuff, of course. Luffy, the only Gryffindor there. Robin being Ravenclaw, and then Nami, I think you can consider her being Hufflepuff. She's wearing orange, but you know. And then of course Sanji, Frankie, and Chopper are all blue. Brook is just white, so I don't know what he counts. I don't know if he's just basically like a neutral fucking faction. But it's pretty cool. You got this badass dragon, and just nice to see, you know, the whole version of like Luffy doing, you know, his gum pistol punch, but instead of it actually being his fist, you see it being the broomstick. So, and also him just riding a broomstick unconventionally. Yeah, so it's nice. Like I said, so unfortunately no cover story for Yamato this week, but I'm sure we'll continue that on next week. Continuing on the chapter, we have ourselves Sanji and Nami. He goes on about, now this could be something because of the whole Kamabaka Queendom, but that definitely had an impact on his fucking 2-year time skip training, right? So for him, he goes, too many dudes around for this to be a dream. And even Nami's just like, what kind of dreams are you having? He goes, in that case, Nami, let's fly. It's just like, I'm sure you're trying to just skip over that, but bro, you don't. Very sus. And then, you know, you got her saying, you know, careful, this place is falling apart. I woke up on the other end of town. And then, you know, we got Zoro here. I heard a noise and I followed till I found this goof beating up a big rabbit, and Luffy going on, you know, hey, you could have taken that cat lion thing, right, Usopp? And Usopp's just like, it already had me in its mouth when I came to. I totally lost my cool. And then he goes on, continuing about like what they're wearing. Here's where I'm at. Our threads resemble that of warriors of Elbath, and whatchamacallit. But there's no way that we'd be wearing their clothes and it would fit us, because we're talking about an island of giants after all. And then you also got Nami over here checking out the quote-unquote foliage. And she's even pointing out, you know, let's say this is Elbath. Could we really have been gigantified? I mean, then again, this tree is definitely fake. And as, you know, everybody's kind of like taking their own little hypothesis on what's going on. You got them going on here. Zoro, I think there's people in town. We won't clear this up without chatting with them. Besides, this area is too vast and we have no idea which way the sea is. Luffy continuing, you're right, let's head to town. The others don't seem to be here. How do you know? And so basically Sanji, Usopp, and then also Usopp again. My radar isn't picking up Robin. Sorry, that was Sanji over here fucking using his female pervert radar to be able to sense any females in in close vicinity. And then even fucking Nami's just like, are you a hound dog? Let's just ask about in town. It's time for adventure. Woo-ha! Why are you so hyped up? You realize we know literally nothing about this place, right? This is such a wide open space, but I can't feel any wind. It's eerie. Don't fear, Nami. I'm here for you. And as we continue on, something's coming. Oh, wait a minute. Wah! That's gross. Yeah, that's definitely fucking Sanji. And then you just got Luffy. Whoa! And then some random person on a fucking grasshopper, which I know you wouldn't fucking appreciate. No. Even though he's got some helmet. He's got some armor. He's pretty good. So we got this guy rolling up on a fucking grasshopper. He goes, "Hello there." Oh man, a grasshopper. That's cool. I got my girlfriend over here like, "Nope, this ain't it. Get that shit out of here. Kill it." But I mean, it's a grasshopper that's over here looking like, "What do you got for me, huh?" Like, this is a very demure grasshopper. Look, I'm playing on the joke. Can I? Let me play on the joke. You must be newcomers. And then you got Nami and Sanji. No way, keep that bug away from me. Who are you, old timer? Where is this place? Do you know where your crewmates are? No, that's a lot of questions. My apologies. I'm in too much of a rush to say and chat. Just saying. Remember, this vast land belongs to the sun god. Even the big Stein castle, which I help maintain, is the domain of deities like the great Iskat. Sorry. Oh, so many lives there. No, a cat. Ah, okay. Our bird, we kind of whooped that cat. And then you got Usopp over here covering Luffy's mouth. He's about to spill the beans that we beat the shit out of the cat. To put it simply, this is the land of gods. And then you got Nami over here. Now then, I must be off. The Needle God must be starving by now. And you got everybody else just kind of like, what are you talking about? Huh? Who got beat up? Continuing on. All that uproar over the ear god being burned really delayed me. If you're hungry, head to town for some food rations. And then just, of course, Usopp covering Luffy's mouth. Luffy really wanted to say, hey, we beat the shit out of that rabbit and we ate him. And Zoro, Sanji, and Nami just like, you know, just whistling it away. Also, heed this warning. Do not follow this road. The rabid guardians protect the sun god's temple beyond this point. No one has ever ventured past there and returned to tell the tale. Huh? Why not? That wording, take it back. Before, and then you just got Luffy going like, I want to do something. Continuing on. Thanks a lot, Gramps. And then Nami just batting her eyes and being a feminine, whatever it's called. Sorry about this, winky face. And then him just like, yeah. And then you got Sanji and Zoro over here going like, rabid guardians. You and Luffy basically enable each other at this point. Don't you ever think things through? And then you got the grasshopper guy going, huh? What happened to the castle? Like, he basically just got to the castle and just noticed that everything was fucked up. From that point on, we got Luffy going on saying, this place reeks of adventure. Didn't you hear him? Rabid guardian gods? Hold on, Luffy. This place is seriously huge. And then as you just see Luffy continuously run, just yeah. Can't see any buildings ahead, huh? This just how long is this freaking road? Wait, look at the castle. Doesn't it look like the other one? And then all of a sudden you just got Luffy running faster. Someone's running this way. They're in Elbaf gear too. Ugh, whatever. I'll just dodge him. And then he just, head first right into the fucking mirror. And then everybody is just like, huh? And then a fucking major crack happens in the quote-unquote sky. And then you got, the sky is breaking. What the hell is this? Luffy just in pain because he fucking slammed himself against a giant piece of mirror. Some other people, wow, look, the sky, it's coming from the holy temple. No, over there. What's going on? Everything's going to hell, you know, one person says. Continuing on, we have Nami and Sanji. Sorry, yeah, Nami and Sanji, Zoro, and Usopp. What the? That means unbelievable. It's a giant room. We still can't be in that huge ship though. This isn't like any other cabin they had. What's up with this wire netting? And then Sanji. I bet there's what does it say? Genuine giants this way. Is this place some kind of a pet cage? This is the worst. Guys, are you there? Was that noise you? Help! Help me! What? And then all of a sudden we hear Chopper. Wah! I'm so glad to see you guys. There, Chopper. Everything's gonna be okay. The collar was made of steel. I couldn't get out. I'm sure it was going to die. This is clearly a giant room. So what's with all the human-sized clothing? We must have been dressed up like dolls. And then you got Usopp looking through all the clothing and other little things here and there. You owe me for this. You owe me for this hug, says Nami to Chopper, and even Chopper's just like, huh? That's cold. You were scared earlier too. Still, this is some fine craftsmanship. This sun god must be very skilled. And continuing onward, there's so many of these blocks. The whole country was made out of it. That explains the horrible scent from when we were grilling the rabbit. It must have been all the plastic burning. Hey, check it out. From here, the view is never ending. Continuing forward, we see Nami's, Usopp, Zoro, and other people's view. Wait, it's see-through now. It's like normal glass on this side. What kind of magic mirror is this? And then we got a brilliant, very fantastic idea from good old Sanji. Wants to replace the mirrors in the Thousand Sunny in the girls' bathroom. Nami-san, I volunteer to clean the ladies' room in the ship later. And then he gets fucking kicked in the face by Nami, going, don't you dare. So this is some kind of sick hobby. The giant likes to watch animals and people trapped in the block world. That's creepy, but this confirms we're on Elbaf, right? We are on Elbaf, right? This is a real giant's room, so there must be a real giant island out there. For real. Heck yeah. Continuing on, we see Nami. How can you be sure? All we can really say is a giant's behind this. We should escape there. Where are the others? It'd be bad if the giant came back and caught us here. Why not head back inside and squeeze townspeople for some more information? They seemed a little weird, but it's better to face them than risk a confrontation with a giant. Hey, are you listening to me, Luffy? And Luffy is getting attacked by a giant fucking snake. And the snake goes, Luffy goes, yeah, I just thought I'd blow this guy away first. And of course he turns into fucking Gear 5th. And there's more enemies still be appearing. A few rats, a crow, again the snake that was already there. You got Squeak Tweak. Look down there, rats. And above us, a crow. And then, don't tell me, these are the rabbit temple guardians. How is this a temple though? And everybody's just kind of questioning their fucking situation. I'm still full from that rabbit, but I'm just gonna send these guys flying. And as we see the quote-unquote sun god, which we will get into in a wee bit, seems to be somebody that we may have already seen from the flashback with Kuma. So you have this man with a reindeer helmet, reindeer skull helmet, whatever you want to call it, fur, and then also a staff that looks like a sun. And he's pointing out, don't play around, guys. If you don't finish them off before the sun god gets here. And then he's over here just like, aw? Wait, Luffy, that's overkill. Hey, I'm not the one who busted the fireplace and let the flames spread. And this guy's just going here like, what the fuck is going on? What, it can't be. My beloved temple. Yeah. And you just got Luffy over here laughing. Zoro, doing his slicing and dicing. I don't know where the fuck Sanji is. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. Usopp, everybody else, Luffy, this is bad. The sun god's back. Let's run for it. And then you just got the fucking sun god person, quote unquote, mugging. And then Luffy charging up his gum booming dawn pistol and beats that shit out of the snake. It definitely knocks him out. Hilmengander. So the snake definitely has similar Nordic names, but it is not Normangander. That's for sure. It's similar, but it is not Normangander. It's fucking spelled differently. So, but hurry, Luffy. That giant's huge. This is so messed up. And then another panel of Zoro, just basically, double explanation point. So, at this point, I think Zoro knows what's going on based off of his observation hockey and stuff like that. But the main thing being, he's been very poignant and able to figure out when he's being deceived in other arcs. This is one of those times when he's able to see, like, where I'll get into. I already said that the person looks like one of the former God Knights that attacked Kuma in the flashback. So it is probable to assume this is also that same person, because Oda would not reuse the same design more than once if it's not family. And this person having the exact same fucking attire, right? So us seeing that person being a holy knight, this person possibly having a devil fruit that can shrink people, because there is a filler portion of the anime where you do have a giant that is able to shrink down, and not just to human size, but to smaller than human size, and beat their shit and be like a speck, right? And beat up the Straw Hats. And she had the small fruit, right? And was able to help her father, and he was a cook. He was a fantastic Elbathian cook, right? And the fucking Luffy and all that was just like, well, I definitely want to try this guy's food, right? But like, that exists, but it was filler. So I'm sure Oda could repurpose her devil fruit into possibly this character that is canon, to have the ability to shrink people that they are trying to affect and cause them to be small. Because there is no other way that you can... I know you got Tekking and a few other people being like, oh, they just have similar design. It's like, with how Oda does his stuff and is very intentional, it seems a little bit too coincidental that this person would not be that same holy knight from the God Valley incident. Sorry, long tangent, short. But continuing on, this is the last panel. I just went on a fucking tirade, but last panel, they get on the cat to basically escape, and I couldn't find any proper loot there, but it's the blueprint for the block country, and we just see them basically running away from this giant motherfucker, which may just be normal size, but for them is big. How dare you defile my beloved country, says the giant dude. And this is the false sun god, and people pointing out that he's there. The adventure never slows down. But yeah, I don't believe this person is actually a giant, but just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think down below. If you enjoyed it, if you hated it, whatever you thought. Other than that, Shinigami signing out. This has definitely been a confirmation that all the Straw Hat pirates are legitimate and none of them are actually fakes. I think it was just a blunder of Oda trying to get used to this new arc, changing up the art style, or I should say the character outfits, and his new staff trying to also adapt and, make the characters look like how Oda had made them. That's all we can take, because as this fucking chapter played out, there was not, as far as I could tell, I didn't see any inconsistencies in the attire. So I think we're on the clear for that point. All right, let's add this little portion in real quick before I forgot to add it in post-production, whatever you want to call it. So, as we were showing in the chapter 1128, you can clearly see this guy right there, this bad boy, who is the main person. Some people are like, well, he just looked similar to one of the God's Knights. But we literally had, just a little while ago, I think it was Garling himself that had stated, that we're going to be sending out the Holy Knights out to sea, basically to kind of quell and even, in pursuit of the One Piece. So it's not hard to believe that this person possibly found the Straw Hats, especially after knowing that they were at Egghead, because that's where the Gorosei were at. That's where they tried to, stop and apprehend the Straw Hats, as well as, if not kill them. And they knew that the Giants were with them as well. So that's another point as to the world government should know that the Straw Hats and the Elbath crew are heading to Elbath. This also ties into the fact of the whole island, and then there are portions in it that show that, Zoro is noticing that something's off. And let me see if I can pull it up real quick. So this portion in particular right here, where you see Zoro basically with 2 exclamation points, kind of ties into the last chapter where he only had 1, and was just kind of looking up, pondering around like, something feels weird. And I know people have, from last chapter to this one, basically settled into the fact that, these are the original Straw Hats, as far as we can tell. Especially Luffy and Chopper, because, well, Luffy's in Gear 5th, and Chopper is, well, turned into his fucking, deer form. So those 2, I would say you can definitely rule out as to being fakes, if there even is a thing like that. But this motherfucker right here is definitely the same motherfucker. I know the horns look a little bit different, but think about the ages, the time difference, and plus the fact you don't really see the little bit of the horn there. Maybe that's where, over time, because he's definitely wearing a different neck piece, you know what I mean? But it matches. It fucking matches. I mean, he just looks like the thing for me, maybe I'm crazy as well, who knows, but also the boots, they look very similar to Garling's. Let me see if I can see that other photo real quick. Where is he at? Yeah, see? Look at the boot. Look at that similarity right there. Yeah, that's just my opinion. It matches very much. That so much so that I can't not see this person being the same one that has captured the Straw Hats. Because again, he's walking around normally, and everything around, like the bird, the snake, the rats, even the fucking grasshopper, right? These are all normal sized creatures, but because they've been shrunken, they seem bigger than they are, and it seems as if it's, Elbathian in nature, because we would think, everything in Elbath is going to be small, or everything in Elbath is going to be bigger than we are. Like, what if the opposite were to play out? You think, we're so small. Perfect trick to play on someone that was just with giants, to make them believe they're still with giants or located on, the giant island. So it's just like, it makes too much sense. But that's it. Continue on. Point south. Yeah. With that being said, Asian got me signing out. Y'all have a good night, good evening, and good morning. I will see you on another one. Bye.